welcome to an extra crispy episode of the SuperGen podcast. As always, I'm Alex, joined by Andy, Ryan, and Brian. And as always, shouts out to Wave Shaper for that excellent intro and later outro music. This week, we got new mics. We're ready to roll.
Even more mics.
Even
uniform.
They are super orgasm. And moving into the news, we got a bombshell this week in Red Dead Redemption delayed until early 2018.
That's
very disappointed.
Was anyone even excited for this game? That's my first question.
So probably of millions of people.
I had heard the first one was a good game. I heard that from some people.
It was boring. You know? I mean, you just wrangled cattle, had sex with chicks, whatever.
If only it was the opposite. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe I'm too used to it. It's so similar to my.
You're just playing like a basic life sim.
in the Wild West. You know what I mean? No, I mean I enjoed the first game.
There's no Will Smith in this game, right? In the first one, there's no Will Smith.
Yeah,
in the
no
first
Will
one?
Smith.
No Will Smith.
That's only in Far Cry 5. Wild Wild West.
Right.
But no, in all seriousness, I mean this is a game I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5, phenomenal game, and it's just like
continually every month shows up in the sales chart.
One less thing taken off a fall, but I just feel like this is such like we're so spoiled this year. Like we have so much already that's slated for this year, and E3 hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
So
you want to know something? Wait. If they stop making games for the rest of the year, I'd be content with it. Like too much has come out already, and I'm so behind.
Every year, though.
What would we do?
Persona, Mass Effect. It like goes Zelda. It goes on and on, and then Mario Odyssey, Mario Rabbids.
What do we do on this podcast? We just argue about Breath of the Wild for the next year.
That's what I mean.
That's literally every year. There isn't
no more Breath of the Wild
AAA games anymore.
Can't do it. Maybe we should just
but I
can
mean,
them.
it's really stacked, and I was honestly surprised to see the November window because I think historically they've sort of avoided Rockstar they've sort of avoided that window because I mean we saw spring for Grand Theft Auto 4 for sure. Grand Theft Auto 5, it's had so many releases.
Wasn't it? It was fall.
It was in the fall.
I'll have to look up the release
The original one hit fall.
The original one might have hit fall, but it's had 3 releases now.
Yeah,
Grand
honestly,
Theft Auto 5,
whenever I
because
hear
they brought
like,
it to next gen and to PC two separate times.
Yeah, and whenever I hear this news like this, I always go through phases. I always go through like the first phase where I'm just like, oh, damn, I really wanted to play that game, and then the next phase is just like, well, they're probably making it a better game now.
It's Rockstar.
You know?
I mean, they're gonna take their time. They're gonna put out a fantastic game.
Exactly.
And honestly, to me, it was kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5, if you'll recall, when it released, the online was not with it, and it seems like they've had such a huge success with Grand Theft Auto 5 that it's gotta be there.
Sure.
You know, when
I want to throw this out there
game.
too. When like GTA Online launched, it was terrible.
It was.
I had to restart the character like 5 times, nothing saved. I tried to find people.
I
couldn't
actually
find them.
stopped playing it because I got sick of
That's what I
resetting
mean.
my character. Yeah.
But that's one of those stories where it completely changed. Whereas like the Halo Master Chief Collection, I still joke about it to this day. You still can't matchmake or anything.
Right.
But GTA completely turned it around, and everybody's buying the cash cards. Like Dominic plays it, he's putting real money in there to get the cars and everything.
Right, for sure. And you
They
got to
got
get
so
the
rapid with
yacht,
it.
and they've had big updates and like the heist and stuff like that. So, like I said, they built this model, and it's obviously successful for them. So
I'm gonna throw this out there too. Dominic has the yacht or like a big boat like that.
Yeah, I
And he
bet
had
he
it at
does.
the harbor, and he was like driving away. He's like, "Hurry up, dude! Boat's leaving." He was literally in the boat driving away.
well, the yachts in the game, I think it just fast travels from place to place. It's like a house essentially that you can like put in different
was good.
spots in the water. But
I think that's what a yacht is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a house in the water.
It's like a house you can put wherever you want. In the
But yeah,
water.
I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised by the delay. I mean, it would have been nice to get out for holiday season, but this is a game that's so big, it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, they can release it whenever they wanted to, whenever it's done, and it's gonna be critical acclaim, big sales, and hopefully the online is there with it.
Sure.
Since they had so much success from Grand Theft Auto.
Wait, so what do we know about it though? Wasn't it like 7-player, something with that?
They showed when they first showed the trailer, it was like 7 characters riding in.
Yeah.
But they haven't actually went into detail on what that is. Like if there's going to be a multiplayer aspect like that.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like a single player where you're individually controlling, kind of like GTA 5.
Yeah, where
you're
you
Right,
able
where
to
you can
control
switch
the 3.
between-
Yeah.
And
they
they
haven't
instead
actually
of
went
having
into
like
detail yet.
But
what
7 would
3
be
characters, they're
so
just like
much.
7 characters now. You're not gonna remember any of these people.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If
What
they build a memorable
What
cast,
tarnation?
you know, look at like the Hateful Eight and stuff like that. You've got
I
that's your
remember all the
classic.
characters in that show.
Yep,
in that
classic
movie.
Wild Wild West. You
That's
know,
true. If they're different enough, that could be
I think
great.
that there's a lot of potential. And then, does this mean that we won't see it at E3? Brian?
I think there's
Man.
a chance it still shows up. I really do.
Okay, but
Because they literally
At the
said,
PlayStation conference.
what
100%,
what will
if
we
it's there.
see different
Take that,
than what we would have seen if this game was supposed to come out?
I think if it shows up at E3, it's literally just going to be a story trailer.
Yeah.
We're not going to see gameplay.
Sure.
Similar to what we already saw.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more expanded.
But honestly, since you brought up like the Hateful Eight, I'm like, if they get that vibe, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm so into that.
Yeah.
Like that would be great.
That would be
I'm
good.
actually really excited for that if that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Like,
like
man.
Ryan was just saying, if it's there, it's going to be at Sony's E3 conference 100%. They have already announced that they have the marketing deal with Sony and PlayStation for Red Dead 2. It's going, just like a lot of other games now.
Yeah,
They're
Call of
gonna
Duty
have-
World War II
yeah,
is a big one.
The DLC is going to come out first on PlayStation.
No, wait.
4.
What about Destiny? Do we know
Destiny's
this?
the same way. Destiny 2 is going to be first.
They're
Everything's first on
killing it
PlayStation 4.
with the games, everything.
They're
first.
spending money. What
Yeah.
can they do?
Hey, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But if it's there now, they
True.
did say that more information would be coming in the summer. But E3, I mean, it's technically not in the summer, but we all consider that the summer anyway.
Yeah.
And I do think that if they want, now here's the only thing though, Rockstar traditionally avoids E3. But this is the first E3 that's going to be open to the public, where people were actually able to purchase tickets.
Yeah.
So if they want to have a big showing, get more people.
This is the year
hands-on,
to do it,
This
yeah.
would be the year to show up, for sure.
So they're
I
changing up the
actually-
script.
So I actually wonder if Blizzard might do something similar. You know,
They could.
since it is the first one that people are just coming to.
Yeah.
And, like it's gonna be
Traditionally, they hold all
much
their
more
stuff
open.
off for BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Right, they do
but,
BlizzCon.
But they might do something. You
Yeah,
know,
they could.
so
They've got enough stuff to
maybe
at
what
least
Terry
put up
Crews
with something.
Terry Crews says is true. And he actually has some secrets.
For E3, yeah, he's not just trolling us.
Yeah,
Well, and onto a very similar game, Far Cry 5. No.
Yeah.
it's the same game basically.
It's
Yeah,
basically the
Yeah,
same
good
game.
segue.
No,
Very
Good
similar.
segue. You should do things
Wait,
like
question: Ubisoft or Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
I say Ubisoft.
that. I think it's Jubisoft.
No, but
Ubisoft.
this week, really, Ubisoft, they're holding nothing back for E3, it feels
No,
like.
they really aren't.
They're staying out of it, and they dropped earlier this
They have
week.
their press conference still though.
Yeah, they dropped earlier this week their
The rabbits?
artwork. Their
That was a-
artwork.
that was a
Okay, the rabbits. Oh my god.
That was a
I
straight
can't get
kill.
for
me.
Far Cry 5. Let's
Can't wait.
stick there. Save that for Nintendo Nation later in the podcast.
Yo, welcome to Nintendo Nation.
No, but Far Cry 5, so they released like artwork for it, and it looks like really interesting. It reminded me of the
really
Far
does.
Cry 3 cover in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like they have like their iconic figure in the center.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
And then
Got that
I mean,
young Father Comstock in the middle.
right.
You know, yeah, it looks good.
And then they've got like their big reveal trailer today when this
later
podcast is
today.
up.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see that in Q1 of 2018 also. I don't think that's this year, but we'll see.
We can always hope.
Yeah. But they've got too much, man. Rabbids and Mario Brawl,
good.
or what's it called?
Kingdom Battle.
Kingdom Battle. Yeah. Oh.
That might be my game of the century.
If it
I'm
comes
not
out
even
this
joking.
year,
No,
how are
it
they going to
looks-
have
it looks
space
I know.
It
for
looks
Far
good.
Cry 5? They can't compete. They're
Yeah.
going to cannibalize their own
Well, it's
sales.
supposed to be coming
man.
out what? August, September, or September?
Mario Rabbids?
Yeah.
August or September.
Yeah. It's
So,
like literally the PowerPoint presentation was like leaked.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
I feel so bad because that was like a big thing for Nintendo's E3 show. That sucks for them, man. That sucks.
Wow.
I don't think it matters though.
Rabbits
yeah,
thing.
No,
I
the
couldn't-
hype is so big for
It's-
that game.
yeah.
I can't
it's-
care.
Is the
any
hype big
less.
for that game?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
100%.
In my head, it's so big, and in my heart, it's bigger.
It's people want that game. People want another Mario RPG.
So, well,
Yeah,
they've
but
got...
why do
Nope.
rabbits have
Here's
to be
the- here's
involved?
the thing.
Why do there have
the
to be
game's
rabbits?
good.
Why do they have
Wait.
to be taking selfies on their Princess Peach
Kill me.
phones in the background?
Kill
yeah.
me.
If the game's gonna be like good, it's gonna be amazing, and if the game's gonna be bad, it's gonna be like bad amazing. They can't lose no matter what. I was talking with my brother, and he's like, no matter what, it's gonna be a classic, whether it's really good or really bad.
Really bad.
You know?
Like a historically terrible
No,
Mario
and
game.
then amiibos.
Leave
though.
the room
Imagine
of
like
Mario
little rabbit
games.
amiibos.
I don't want that.
Everybody wants it.
I don't.
We gotta get. They have to be dressed
They would be
up as
purchased.
the Mario characters.
They
Like
are.
the
They are.
amiibos.
No, they are.
100%.
No,
Oh, no.
for the
The
amiibos.
amiibos, yeah.
Like have the
Yeah,
Waluigi
amiibos have to
rabbit.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, I
in
would
the
buy a
game,
Waluigi rabbit. A wabbit. A Walla Wabbit.
Anyway, so Ubisoft got a stacked year, but yeah, I don't think Far Cry
Yeah.
we'll see this year. That's going to be into next year.
I just want to know what they're saving for their conference. They have to have at least one major thing.
Watch that
South
blow.
Park.
They're gonna blow us away with some crazy.
South Park, we already
crap.
know though.
Yeah,
It's
we know
October.
everything about that.
Yeah,
Assassin's
South
Creed,
Park will be
Assassin's
this
Creed's
year.
going to be either late October
It's
or
gonna be
late
another
November.
skiing game.
Yeah, Origins.
Oh yeah, Steep. Brand
Yeah.
new
No,
Steep.
EA.
game.
That's EA
Steep.
though.
No,
Right?
I mean,
Is that?
No,
it's-
Steep's EA though, not Ubisoft.
No, Steep is Ubisoft.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It could
Okay.
be. I mean, could it be Splinter Cell? Maybe.
That would be
Oh.
sweet.
That's
two?
what I
That would
want
be
more
sweet.
than anything
Especially
else. They killed it
because-
on the last iteration.
Well, because
like,
Splinter
whatever it
Cell
was.
is predominantly like, I mean, you kind of put that with Microsoft and Xbox. Everyone kind of played that with
Yeah.
original Xbox, Xbox
Yeah.
360. With the Scorpio release
played it
this
on
year,
the
that
The
would be
original
a killer
Xbox
title,
playing
yeah.
was it not Double Agent, but oh my gosh, Chaos Theory or something like
Theory.
that. The
Yeah,
multiplayer
yeah,
The one I
online,
played on the Wii.
Spies versus Mercenaries. Oh,
Wii.
so
Not even
good.
the
That could be a
Wii.
major title for Scorpio
Yeah.
this holiday season
Yeah.
if they do it.
So, and it could be a later. Oh my gosh, it could be a major title for the Wii U in 5 years.
Yeah,
You know
Splinter
what I mean?
Cell, Black Flag.
Yes,
Or the
Wii-
We've got
Wii U.
Darksiders this week.
So
I
it's gonna
think.
be.
Yeah, Darksiders
amazing.
War Mastered Edition finally coming to the Wii U.
So another new, not new IP, but new title on the horizon. Zero Dawn, new Life is Strange game is
Yes.
officially announced.
Thank God, man. That game was- that first one was
finally
so
in
good.
development, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Telltale, I mean, has just had so much success with all their story games and
Mm-hmm.
just picking up tons and tons of stuff along the way. It's like crazy that a game's so similar.
Yeah,
In
don't-
Life is Strange.
Don't
that
Nod
was-
really nailed that formula with Life is Strange. And
Yeah,
it was so good, man.
And I mean, just interesting story, critically acclaimed.
yeah,
Good for them.
I talked a lot of people into playing that game, and they
I
like
need to
because
Well, and
by
not only
looking
did
at it-
you talk a lot of people into playing that game, but
It
what a
sold-
great
it sold
business model,
over
making the
3
first
million.
episode free.
yeah,
So, I mean, in an episodic series like
Yeah.
that, just dropping the first episode and saying, go ahead,
Give it a shot.
give it
Yeah.
a shot.
Give it a
And then
shot.
you give me that next week on Life is Strange at the end, you know? And everybody's like,
Sounds
oh,
like
I gotta play
Quantum Break.
episode 2.
well, because looking at it, I mean, like it just looks like a game that traditional gamers wouldn't be into. I mean, you got your high school chicks that are the stars of the game, this weird setting, and it just worked, man. It worked so well.
But that's like what makes it endearing, yeah.
I know it
Yeah.
worked so well.
Cool.
Also in development, does this fall under seepage? Alexis
It could,
Kennedy,
it could, yeah.
writer from Dragon Age, is saying that the next iteration is in development. So we will see a new Dragon
is
Age.
good
game.
news. Good news, because I'm always scared for BioWare's future.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't. I mean, Mass Effect.
This is gonna be
I
the
think
Mass Effect Andromeda of the Dragon.
yeah.
If it is, then BioWare's done.
I like that
I
that's a
know.
qualifier now. The Mass Effect Andromeda of this.
Is
Like,
it
that's
safe
gonna
to be like Mass Effect Andromeda's like the Batman Arkham Origins?
But I just Andromeda.
You know,
Yeah.
is that an accurate
That's a
comparison?
good-
Like,
that's
why
a
did
good
they not
comparison.
put Arkham Origins in the Arkham collection? Like,
for good reason.
Yeah,
That's why.
it's not
Still.
part of the Arkham collection.
yeah.
even to them.
Yeah.
it should
No,
be
but
Like,
it
we
doesn't
barely
exist.
touched this game. I don't know who made it.
Andromeda, they
Something
they
in the
are
basement.
still patching and
Yeah.
still like trying.
107
and I
came
don't
out
think
a
it was
couple days
just
ago.
a bad game. It just wasn't.
It's not done yet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like they should
Wasn't a
have
good game.
they should have waited longer to release it and finish it. It's not finished. You know, like
And I was surprised at the release date when we found out about it. When we found out this game was coming out in March.
Yeah.
You know,
I was like,
it's
wow,
whoa,
this
Mass
is
Effect now?
another
really?
Mass Effect game. Yeah, exactly. And this, so they could have waited.
Oh, that makes
and
sense.
made a really good game, and
Yeah.
then we would have been actually excited about it. You know, just as excited. Everyone would have bought it.
Just
But,
Cause 4.
I mean, do we have
Just
any
Cause 4.
big fans of the Dragon Age series sitting here at this panel?
I like it more than Mass Effect.
So you've
As a-
played
as a
through you've
franchise.
played through all of them,
Yeah.
and you could tell me 5 character names within it.
No,
Oh, jeez. Okay. So
There's
no
a dude,
no
there's a dude with a
big.
mustache.
big-
but I
Dragon
couldn't do the
Age
same
fans
for
sitting
Mass
here.
Effect either.
Yeah, like yeah.
Oh, I could tell you 5 names, even
couldn't.
from the first Mass Effect.
I
You
couldn't.
got Shepard, you got Rex,
You got Shepard.
Ashley,
You got Shepard
you
again.
got
Shepard again.
Garrus.
Shepard
No.
the second time.
Oh my gosh, dude!
got
Just
Shepard
because I
from
said
the
that one
third game.
first. No, there's tons of sweet characters like within that game.
Yeah, no, I know there are for
So-
sure. I just haven't played it. so.
Definitely stand.
I don't know them.
characters. But yeah, Dragon Age for me. I hopped in on Inquisition, and it was one of those things I like picked it up pre-owned for like kind of cheap, and went into it. Heard it was a good game, and they like have this like tapestry that you can fill out online to like choose your decisions up to that point, and it was like 100 questions, like essay, response, like all this crazy stuff. But I'm
Right.
just like, I don't have any context to know who that is or if that matters. So I'm just like clicking stuff, and then I get into the game. And the way that like the combat works, it really feels like it's meant more for PC. And I was playing on a console, and then also like you have to stop time every second to tell your squad what to do, and they forget instantly after being told what to do. So you have to tell them again.
It's
So-
also hard
Sounds like a
going back to
blast.
that.
It just
game.
it was so cumbersome, the system. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
And like, I was playing on the highest difficulty because I think that's a pretty good testament to if it's a good game. or not. If you can crank it up to the highest difficulty and it still like stands up and it's still like playable,
Right.
and it just broke the game in a way that you literally have to pause nonstop to try to beat like this first boss.
I tried going back to it recently. It's hard to go back to that game in a post Witcher 3 world as well, because The Witcher 3 just really nailed everything about that formula.
I mean, and it's like Skyrim revolutionized the genre, I think, in a big way.
Agreed.
Back when it came out, and then you had Witcher 3 take that next
Take it even
step.
farther.
Yeah.
And now with
even
Breath of the
further
Wild,
than
even revolutionizing it.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I mean, not to
all
say
these
that Breath
companies
of
are
the
doing it.
Wild is necessarily better than The Witcher 3,
No,
but
not
certainly
at all.
different, and they certainly brought new things to the table.
They're doing very different things
So-
with open world gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, The Witcher 3 goes to show like how well even like conversation systems work in games. Like when we look at games like Mass Effect, Andromeda, and how the conversation systems have been so like panned
Witcher
for being
3
so
did it better.
badly.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 had been doing that same idea so well. You know, these basic because basically what it boils down to in that game, the reason why it looks terrible is because there are things that they actually mapped out for faces and things, and then there are conversations they couldn't have possibly done that for, right? Because there's just so many of them.
So many
These
options.
hundreds of conversations in that game throughout different characters. So they have to create a system that makes it look like characters are talking to each other that looks natural.
Right.
And they just couldn't do that very well in that game. And like The Witcher is a great example of a game that did that beautifully.
Which has me excited for Cyberpunk 2077.
Exactly. Yeah. Because that's going to be cool.
But it's also like 5 years.
If Dragon Age, will Dragon Age, Ryan, this is a question for you. Will Dragon Age be that entry in the series that can hit that level of quality, that can incorporate these elements that we've seen from these other popular RPGs?
I'm not feeling it.
No? BioWare just doesn't have it.
I was so
BioWare's
pumped for
dead.
Inquisition, and then Inquisition didn't hook me like I thought it was going to.
If they take their time and
I
make a
played all
really
of
good game
Inquisition
like
and all the DLC.
they used to,
I did
you know,
play it.
then maybe.
Yeah.
But
Even if they just went back to the roots, like a Wasteland style game, it wouldn't reach like mainstream appeal though. That's
Right.
the issue.
I
Like
know.
you can't really have a
they
game
have
like
to
that.
they have to up the open world
They
gameplay
should be doing another
game,
Star Wars
you know?
game, just like a solid Star Wars
That's
game. Get 'em
that,
back
I
in
do
there.
want that. Knights
Like
of the Old
why?
Republic 3.
Dragon
I do
Age is
want
not.
that.
I would love that.
There just can't be any money in it with the licensing is all I can possibly think. You know what I mean? Like because Disney's holding on to it now, and just like talking to them, and like who knows what kind of deal EA has worked out. But
But yeah, because they're doing all the Star Wars
you
stuff.
didn't, but you didn't really see anything super quality come out of Battlefront 1. I have high hopes for Battlefront 2.
I have more high hopes for the title that Visceral's working on under Amy Hennig.
So
That Star Wars game there that very much looks like 1313.
Okay.
So that one looks good. We'll see that.
We'll
this
see
Is
if
year.
they get
1313 that game that like just never happened?
yeah, it was canned
Because I
because
was wondering,
when
'cause it looked-
LucasArts was sold
That's the
off.
one
Yeah,
I
Bounty Hunter
remember.
one?
Like it
So-
looked so
Wait, was it a
good.
Bounty
It
Hunter
looked like
one?
such a
It was a
good
Bounty
game.
Hunter game.
Yeah.
This one is very much giving off vibes like 1313.
So next on my list here, I have last week, I believe, we found out that Destiny 2 will be available for PC, and it will be housed within the Battle.net interface.
Yes.
As far as online.
So good.
And then this
Yeah.
week, someone inferred, and I thought this was an interesting thing.
Yeah.
You could use like World of Warcraft Gold to purchase Destiny 2, technically.
Yeah, which is
Sure.
That's so cool.
I could see that.
So
Yeah.
because it's within their infrastructure, you could use World
Yeah.
of Warcraft Gold to purchase anything.
Yeah,
And
it's
when,
like- it's
and
kind
when,
of like-
when they figured that out and they put out the information, the price for the token in the game went up to like 160,000 gold to buy. So
Nice.
Oh, for transferring?
I mean,
Okay.
because the way it works is it's all supply and demand. So the more the token is getting purchased, the price will continually go up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, they've got their own like actual
Oh, there's an
economy
ecos-
going in
it's
there.
so good.
They've
So,
got
I mean, like,
an
the equivalent-
ecosystem
the equivalent of,
going
Like
on
it's
with
a
all the
it's a
animals.
whole world.
Yeah, but like
And
400,000
plants.
gold can get you Destiny 2. I'll take it. I'll do
That's
it.
sweet.
No, wait, who saw the reveal though?
I did.
Or
As far
anything?
as the real,
Yeah, I was watching some gameplay on IGN yesterday, and I just
Well, yeah,
I don't
it
wanna
seems
say
like a
wasn't
lot of people
impressed,
have review copies.
But
of
this
the game.
it to me so far it feels like
Destiny
just
2.
another expansion on Destiny.
Well,
like
yeah.
an early beta or alpha access.
Well,
that's
hopefully
not for any
they,
game,
they polish it
guess.
a lot more before they release it. I mean, if they're building on the framework of the original Destiny, hopefully it like
And incorporating Blizzard's tech.
can't be worse, you know, I guess. But I mean, I'll actually play it this time, you know,
On
because
PC?
it's on PC. That's the
It's
thing.
gonna be better.
I
on
might
PC.
have to do it
It'll
on
be better.
PC.
Well, but
For
you,
sure.
you won't get the content first because that's going to Sony and PS4.
Yeah,
That's okay, though.
That's
fine.
tough.
Okay.
That was like actually a big deal from people
It
that
was.
I talked to.
Probably.
That's why
I
it
mean,
sold so well.
for
on
me,
PS4.
for me, it's like, oh, there's like one less like raid that I can do. Shoot, you know.
No,
I guess
it
I'll
was
just
nothing with raids.
not
though.
play
It
the
was
game
only
as long.
Strikes.
Strike
Yeah.
or one less strike, whatever it was.
Strike.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have no framework for any of this. I'm just like Destiny.
Just nodding
I want to
along.
play it.
There was legitimately it was legitimately less content available for Xbox One.
For sure.
That sucks.
And
Is it going to be
Xbox
the same for
360
PC? You
and
think it's just
PS4.
going to be like PlayStation 4, like PS4?
No,
or
it's
like...
just PlayStation gets it first.
PlayStation
All that
gets it
stuff ended
first.
up going to
It'll
Xbox.
end
But there
up
was
going
one thing or one or two things that were exclusive too.
But it was like gear cosmetic, though, right? Yeah.
Sure.
It's not a
Sure.
level.
So while we're talking about Blizzard and Battle.net, Overwatch got a big update.
Yeah,
The anniversary
that's
update
true.
went live this week.
year.
Yeah.
I've played a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Was there a balance patch that went with this? Or
There was.
no? Okay.
There was.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard people complaining about Reaper being a sniper now.
That's ridiculous. He hasn't been changed at all. The only thing they changed with Reaper is that if, like, whenever he goes into Wraith form, he reloads automatically. That's
he
That's the only
automatically
thing
reloads.
they changed on him. Yeah.
I was just like, dude,
Yeah.
what are you even talking about? I was looking through the patch notes, like,
Yeah.
where do you see anything that they changed him
Yeah,
in
they
that
changed
way?
some little things about some characters, but the big thing is like they buffed Hanzo a bit and
Yeah.
they buffed Genji a little bit. Where when you climb walls, like it will instantly allow you to attack right out of that animation now instead of giving you this weird delay.
Yeah.
And that's for both of them. But with Hanzo, they actually like decrease the time it takes to pull his bow back, which just gives him more DPS. Period, because you can shoot arrows faster. You know, at full capacity. Yeah, and that's just. I mean, he's just got more DPS. Period, and he can climb walls and shoot. He can also pull his bow back, climb a wall, and then jump off the wall, and he still has the bow pulled. And
Oh,
you can
okay.
shoot straight from there, which is cool. So
Sweet, yeah.
I think Hanzo needed that.
And then we just got a insane amount of content as far as new skins, dance emotes, stuff like that.
tons.
So,
Some people say too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the article you were looking at?
Yeah, there was an article I think on Forbes, right?
Okay.
That was talking about how like there's literally basically because in Overwatch you can just play the game and just as much as you play you can just level up, and every level you get a loot box, and in the loot box you get 4 cosmetic items, and basically statistically speaking, if you played the game like hours on end for the entire event, for just like a month long,
For an entire month.
you would not unlock all of the stuff in the game.
Yeah.
You know, all of the stuff that came out in this patch, and for me,
Well, because it's a lot of rare items. It's
Yeah,
a lot
there's
of
a lot of
gold
really rare
items that
items.
have like really
Yeah.
low drop rates,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
this-
divide that
yeah.
by the amount of skins that are already
yeah, I
in
think
the game
statistically
available.
speaking, they said that like every one of those legendary items is like one in every like 27 loot boxes. You'll get one of those, you
Yeah.
know, which is exactly. I think that's the point, because the reason people are complaining about that is because after this event is over, you can't get those skins until next year. You know, like
We don't know
and-
that for sure.
I mean, we don't, but that's. I mean, I think
usually
they've
how it
said
works,
things like
though,
that.
yeah,
They've said
for their
that they're
events.
going to bring skins back, like in the subsequent events. You know, when
Right.
they do the events again, like they'll do the same skins and then
And
they'll
new
add more.
skins?
You know.
Okay.
And I think that's great, honestly, because there's gonna be tons of just like, because you'll see a skin and you'll be like, oh, I really want that skin. You know, like I didn't get
late.
that skin.
Yep.
It's gone. You know, like that's good. That's a good thing.
I don't know which ones I'm missing that I gotta go back. I really only have like 2 Zenyatta skins.
Yeah,
that I don't have
there's
in
a
the
new
whole game.
there's a new dance emote for every character in the new patch, and it's great.
But yeah, they need
Soldiers
to
is the best.
implement an emote, something like Luigi in like Smash Bros. How he does that like kick, the taunt.
Oh, and that
it-
actually
and
does
it
something?
spikes. Yeah, we need something
Yeah.
that actually
Right.
does something, and it's just a crazy long emote, like a
Yeah.
dance emote or something
Right.
like that, and it just like ends
Yeah.
with like a crazy like
They did
close
it-
range
They
move.
did so many of
That's
those
impossible
in
to pull
PM.
off.
In like there's one that they gave to Lucas in PM,
Uh-huh.
where it was just this super long dance emote where he does this dance from some anime that I don't know about, and he like it literally
Anime, I
takes
believe
like
it's pronounced
I think you're
anime.
right, yeah, and I think it literally takes like 20 seconds to do the whole thing, and then at the end of it he just does this huge explosion that if you're standing next to him you die, and it's just
That's what I want to see.
great.
In the next Overwatch
I love
update.
that. I want that.
But yeah, more power to them. And yeah, I mean, they're making a lot of money off loot boxes as it is, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely their right to produce enough content that makes
Yeah.
it compelling
I can't.
to buy.
I
You know what
cannot
mean?
see why people are complaining that they're making too much content.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop making so much amazing content, guys, that we don't even physically
Well,
need.
not all of them are amazing.
You
I
know?
don't know.
Like-
what's your least favorite skin on that new
My
list,
least
do you
favorite
think?
in the new one. I don't know. I like.
Have
I
you
like
gotten
most
one
of them.
that you were just like, ugh? I'm never gonna use
I
that
didn't like
over.
the last event, like the Overwatch Uprising event. Most of the little blue, like the blue, like younger skins.
Oh, whatever, man. Torbjorn with no beard.
That was nasty.
Mercy's cute ass hair. Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Gotta have that.
Yeah, I'm good. The new ones are good though. I love that. Like Lucio's new like jazz skin. I love that. I love that skin, and it actually changes his music when he is moving around.
Well, anything that lets you wear a fedora in a game, I'm all for.
Hell yeah, man!
Absolutely,
it's great.
So Take-Two's highly anticipated. What is this off this list, Brian? Explain this to me.
So they had a thing they put out, like a fiscal year looking ahead to 2019, and they said that there was going to be a highly anticipated game from one of their major franchises coming out in fiscal year 2019.
So Midnight Club finally coming out. 2019.
Midnight Club, yeah. Probably more realistically, BioShock. I think.
Okay.
Borderlands.
Ooh.
No,
that's
This is from who?
That's Gearbox. 2K.
Yeah.
Take-Two.
2K. Oh.
Take-Two.
So
Take-Two. Take-Two.
the original
So
BioShock
Take-Two.
was from them, and then like the new ones are from another company that disbanded, right?
It's still all Take-Two.
BioShock
It's still all
2.
2K.
Because like BioShock Infinite, I remember like the team that developed that
Yeah,
game.
Ken
like,
Levine and his
they
team,
completely
like, is
disbanded.
gone.
They're gone. Yep,
Yeah.
they are gone. So it would if it does or
But
if
But
it
they
is
still
BioShock,
own the IP.
they own
Yeah.
the IP 100%.
So this is man,
A reimagining.
But
I'm finding it very difficult
the
to get
team-
excited for a
like
game
Craig,
made by
the team is
people who aren't
They're
those
called
people.
like Ghostfire Games or Campfire Games or something.
but
like
it's
that.
not 2K, right?
But they're not, no.
involved with them.
Right.
So they're going to make a BioShock. It's going to be like another.
They're making a
BioShock
game
2.
that's going to be very similar too. Yeah.
I am not excited.
But I mean, we don't even know if it is BioShock. That's just what I saw a lot of people speculating that
man.
it would be. But I can't think of another major franchise. That they
BioShock
have
2.
Yeah, BioShock
That's what I'm
2.
That's
saying.
not already in
Yeah.
development.
BioShock
Twice
2.
the.
Twice the terrible.
More multiplayer.
More
That's the
multiplayer.
ultimate read too. BioShock.
You get to play as a train.
Yeah, I know. It's like a big daddy just in a train.
Yeah.
Oh,
Train
Big
Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Songbird.
Train Daddy. Pain train
And
don't
okay, this is a big one too. Dragon's Dogma: The Dark Arisen
Yeah.
expansion.
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma's a good game.
Finally
I'm
getting a
pumped.
remaster.
PS4, Xbox One.
This actually,
I'll be
Game
there.
Informer put out their top 100 RPGs of all time this year.
Yeah.
This month's
Was
issue.
Rabbids number 1?
And Rabbids was not on the list actually.
no.
It was
for
number
RPGs.
Mario
Zero.
Rabbids is gonna get that. Mario Rabbids will be
Number
there.
0 is actually Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
know, I
It
saw
wasn't a
that.
video
I
game,
saw
but,
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, number 0. Okay. I
Number
see.
0. It
That's
made it
fair,
off the
fair
list.
Enough. Fair
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is I played quite a bit of it, and it was broken. And then Dark Arisen came out, and you had to start over.
Yeah.
You could not like import your save in any way because it was considered a new game on your
Yeah.
360, like back in the day. And
Yeah.
so I never completed this game, but I
Yes.
heard they fixed a lot of the things that people like complained about.
Yeah.
In the original.
At least as
like,
long as you can still
iteration.
toss people off of cliffs and stuff, that's the best. Like and then climb on the side of a cow.
Oh
Turn
man,
around in a
and
circle.
you gotta have
Yeah.
those NPC quests, like the little side quests, where if they die, it's just gone and you can never get it back.
right.
And also, they have no fighting skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
So you're literally just sprinting from one side of the map to the other, exploiting the fact that they like auto like teleport
Yeah.
and stuff just to try to make it there. Like I
Yeah.
will never forget. I escorted this one chick through dragons. There's legitimate like just these crazy
Escort
high level
through
enemies,
dragons.
like chimeras
Yeah.
and stuff like that, just all over the place. And I'm just like, she's like, yeah, I don't even have a sword, man. Like, I gotta get there specifically, and I'm just beelining it, just running as fast as I can, trying to get past these things. They're all chasing after me, breathing fire, calling down lightning strikes and stuff, and we somehow made it.
Wow.
But man, was it just an epic sprint?
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm excited to go back and play this game, and
Yeah.
I think that
I'll for sure play it.
I mean, they could do a sequel to this so easily, man. I mean, that's something that was critically acclaimed, and it was compared to kind of Dark Souls at
And
the time.
everyone thought deep down was going to be the sequel to Dragon's Dogma when Capcom
Yeah.
showed that off. But that's who knows what happened to that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it got a Western release. I think they already have it.
Deep down is never came out.
It never came
Period.
out.
Yeah, it was.
You're a
it's
Japanese expert.
vaporware
here,
at this
so
point. It's vaporware at this point.
That's what I
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave. Aesthetic.
very aesthetic.
guys.
But no, I mean, good for them, I guess, coming to there. Wii U coming in 2 years. 2019, we'll see the Dragon's Dogma release on there.
On Wii
the
U.
Switch in
On Wii U.
2023.
Yeah, Switch in 2023. Let's start the campaign now. We can start like a petition to get 50,000 signatures. Bring Dragon's Dogma to Wii U. And they'll listen,
God.
man. I mean, they proved it with Dark Souls on PC.
Yeah.
That's all it took was 50,000 signatures. And
I'm glad they did it.
Here
'Cause
we
I
are.
probably wouldn't have played Dark Souls otherwise.
All right, so that's all I have for big news this week.
Yeah.
For releases, Darksiders War Mastered, number 1 on the list, coming to Wii U.
Sick.
Boy, have we talked about that a few times.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Every
It
episode
made
for
it.
the past like 3 episodes.
Mass Effect 3. They're releasing
Wii U?
a special edition
Wii U
version
too?
for the Wii U. Yeah.
All right, cool.
No,
I'm down.
Disgaea 5 hit the Switch
Yeah.
on Tuesday
I'm
this
so
week.
tempted.
And I just put the review out yesterday.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, be sure to check out our review on that guy for like full thoughts.
I just want to say the cover art is so good.
It's really good.
It's so tantalizing. Like, I need this just for the cover art.
Well,
And
like
it's so cool because on the
resist.
Switch it comes with all the DLC that was for the PS4.
Ah.
Plus they start you up with 1 million of the in-game currency.
1 million.
I mean, it just makes the game so much easier than it needs to be. Because the
need to
DLC
get
will
it.
give you access to strong weapons and strong characters that weren't
Yeah.
actually supposed to be there at the beginning of the game, and you
Well,
have
that can
access
do.
to them at the beginning.
Yeah.
So you can just run in and just.
So it
wreck
just kind of
havoc.
breaks the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't
100%.
sound like a positive thing.
Right.
Oh, I mean, it probably isn't, but the game itself, the
Sweet.
gameplay is just so fun.
That's
Yep.
cool.
And then how do I pronounce this here? Utawe Rumono.
Underwater Ray Romano.
Underwater Ray
That's
Romano.
it.
Romano. Shout out to
Mask of Deception. Shout out to Ray.
That's been a major meme on the internet for years.
Yeah, be sure to check out a review on
Yep,
SuperGen
Jessica put
TV
hers
for
out.
that one as
Yep.
well. Star Ocean Until the End of Time. Is anyone picking that one up?
I will.
I don't
Okay,
even
for
know
sure.
what that is, man.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Star Ocean game from that franchise.
So
It
another
was the
HD
best.
remaster.
The best.
Man, this is definitely the generation for HD remasters. Friday the 13th.
I can't wait till we get the remasters.
I'm excited for that.
Okay,
for
re-relaunch.
Friday
when,
the 13th.
when does Friday the 13th drop?
Friday.
It drops
13th.
on Friday.
Today.
The 13th. Today, at the recording of this podcast.
Yeah.
Not the 13th, the
It's
27th.
not the 13th.
Yeah.
26th.
Well,
That's a
minus
missed
14, minus
opportunity.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll have
but
that one.
Friday
Hopefully
the
we'll have
13th
impressions for the
is
next
long.
podcast.
Hopefully, man. I want to
for
pick it
Friday the
up.
That sounds
13th.
good.
Yeah.
I actually,
It's very much like Dead by
actually
Daylight.
did look good.
So it looks
Yeah.
very much like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Rhyme, is that a Friday release as well?
It is.
Okay, so hopefully we'll be. Is anyone snagging that one?
I'm waiting for the Switch for Rhyme. Which
It's releasing later for Switch.
yeah, it's PS4, Xbox One, PC
Keep it up,
today,
Nintendo.
Friday, and then
Gotta get those
and
staggered launches. That's
it's
key to
even more
success.
expensive on
Key
the
to
Switch when it
success.
comes out.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably.
An extra $10. Got the
Sure.
Switch tax on
Yeah,
it. You know what I
Switch
mean?
tax.
And we talked about this like all the way in the early conception, like of this podcast, how like that physical medium was going to be different
Yeah,
price wise
of
and
course.
stuff like that.
Of course.
Like just by putting it on flash memory instead of putting it on a disc.
Yeah.
But you know,
But I am excited for the game. I just am gonna wait.
someday it'll come out. for the
Hopefully,
Switch.
hopefully it's good. Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed.
And then Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers on Switch also. So we got another Switch
Switch
title
busy week,
to
yeah.
hold us over. Yeah,
Switch
busy
busy week.
busy
They're
week.
actually making Switch games. That's good.
Not original Switch games. Switch games.
They're releasing stuff on
They're
Switch.
releasing
they are
older
coming.
games on Switch,
And we can certainly
which is
look
exactly
forward.
what I asked for. That's what I wanted. I
Yeah,
wanted-
and we can take
I'm totally
it,
down
take
for
it on
that.
the road
Yeah,
with us.
I'm totally down for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we
So
can
far it's
certainly
just
look
not-
forward to later this year.
Splatoon 2.
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
That's going to be an exclusive title for the
See,
Switch.
you're
so.
memeing it up, but
so
I'm like,
I'm actually
it's
excited.
killing me.
Yeah, I'm
Kinda.
with Ryan. I'm excited.
Rabbids.
And on the horizon for next week, we've got Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 5, completing, rounding out the third season for Walking Dead. We should have a review up on that next week.
Yeah, we're hoping.
I still haven't played the second
Star Trek
season.
Bridge Crew finally, after what?
Is this a VR game?
yeah, it
This
is.
is a
delays?
VR
Yeah, the
game.
VR.
PSVR,
And now I have a
Oculus,
much. By
and
the
Android.
way,
Oh, speaking of VR, I bought
You bought
Farpoint.
Farpoint.
on
You
Monday.
did. Yeah,
You
you
picked
did.
up Farpoint? Have you
Did
played
not
it?
open it, no.
Oh my gosh. You got the
There's
gun
reasons
version.
why. Yeah, because I wanted to get the gun version because I was going to buy it on Saturday on BestBuy.com because Gamers Club unlocked 20% off. So I was sitting there, and then I waited too long and sold out. And then I looked at any GameStops have it. One GameStop had it like on the site showing the tracker, the one close to my house. So I just went there, picked it up. I'll probably get to it.
Didn't
Maybe
get the
this weekend.
20%
We
off.
gotta do a
That's
video
your
on it or
reason?
something.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for
We
that
gotta do
20%.
a video on it or something.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do something like that.
Yeah, so Farpoint, we should have
It
stuff
has
up for
everything.
that.
It has great
But-
stuff.
And Star
Great
Trek,
stuff.
I'm totally down to
I want
try
to check
out.
out Star Trek.
You know what
I
I
want
mean?
to check out Star Trek.
It looks like an interesting concept
All right,
because
get it. I'll bring the headset. We'll
it's
try
like
it.
Yeah.
it reminded me like looking at some of the previews like FTL,
Mm-hmm.
how it gets like kind of hectic, like all right, divert all power to engines and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, that's just me. That's like usually saying that sitting in my room. Like, it's not actually part of the game. You don't have to say
But it's
that
actually
or
like a
command
cooperative
your crew.
game where everyone has something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're working together with people.
So that
Is
should
it
be
MMO?
interesting. And then
Yes.
Tekken, geez,
I'll
Tekken
get that-
7
I'll
is
get
next
that
week
for
already.
Friday.
Tekken
Cheese?
7.
Wait,
Tekken
did you say
7 is next week.
Tekken cheese?
Check and cheese.
No, Tekken 7. Jeez.
Check and
7.
cheese.
Jesus, Tekken 7.
Hey, Dookie Duke's upstairs.
So we have the reviews up for Injustice 2, right?
Not yet.
So not up yet.
I'm working on it.
For
Injustice 2 is really good.
So
tempted.
We got another fighting game on the horizon between that and Street Fighter 2.
Here's my issue though. I went to GameStop Monday and I was like, maybe I'll just pick up Farpoint. No, walk out. I pre-ordered every Destiny pop, every Destiny figure.
Of course you did.
It was so expensive. Wow. I just couldn't help myself.
You would, man. You got to get those collectibles. That's their business model now. They're going the way of FYE. Got to get those collectibles. Got to get those Funko Pops.
Got out. So, it's all just a matter of
just in time. And that, I think, is all that I have this week.
Perception is next week, too. Yeah, I know Andy's looking forward to that.
Oh, Perception is next week.
Yeah. Okay. That's going to be good. That's a game I kickstarted. That's the one I was talking about last week.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I specifically mentioned it.
You're blind and all you can see is what you can hear, and you just see kind of the sound waves of things and you see 3D shapes.
It looks so cool.
But it looks really interesting. Yeah. You know what's really weird about that game? They released a what do you call that? A survey to all the Kickstarter backers.
Yeah.
And they asked them.
The kickbackers, you mean?
The kickbackers.
Yeah, the kickbackers. And they asked them, would they prefer if they had a really talkative character, main character, or a really quiet Link character,
okay, that doesn't have any dialogue,
that has very little dialogue, and the response was so mixed. They give you both options in the game.
You can just switch it on.
You change, yeah. You at the beginning of the game, you choose the chatty version or the quiet version. That
might be a first.
Yeah, that might be a first.
So we will be back with impressions next week
for sure.
on that.
Sure,
so for
sure.
Perception, etc.
Yep.
And that's all we got
all I got
for this week.
That's
Anyone have anything to add? I always like to leave it open at the end here for anything you were playing or any conversation you want to start.
I mean, I've got much more space now for VR, so I'll actually be playing a lot more VR games. I picked up I went through Steam and went through and was what's the cheapest VR games? The cheapest VR games, because every VR game's $20 if it's not free.
Wait, isn't Arkham VR coming to Steam?
Yes, it is.
You need to pick that up.
And also Super Hot is
really
coming out today, I think, on the 25th, on I think it's Friday. It's coming out, which I'm really interested to try because people have been saying that's the best VR experience right now.
I'm sure.
And it was exclusive to Oculus for the longest time. So that's coming out for Vive on Friday. So I'll definitely be picking that up. But other than that, I just picked up a bunch of free stuff, so I'll be looking at that stuff. Maybe I'll write a article about a bunch of free VR games and see what's good.
That'd be awesome,
Perfect,
man.
so.
Yeah, let's get some more VR content going on the site.
Yeah.
We've got the Vive and the PlayStation VR between us and the group.
And Star Trek Bridge Crew is coming out for Vive also. So you should check out the differences.
Yeah. We got to pick up both versions first. Yeah. All right. Well, as always, I'm Alex.
Andy.
Ryan.
Brian.
And thanks for taking the time to hang with us. Wave Shaper, play
Again.
us out. Something like that.